Okay, so here's number 2. Carmen ran 1 3/4 miles yesterday. Her sister Lola ran 2 1/4 miles. How much farther did Lola run than Carmen? Show all your work. What kind of a problem am I doing? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. I think this is going to be subtraction because we have 2 units and they're asking me to compare them and they want to know how much farther. So usually when we're comparing 2 things, that's subtraction. So I think that's going to be subtraction. So my equation is going to be 2. When I'm doing addition, which number I use doesn't matter. The first, the 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. When I'm doing subtraction, I have to make sure if I'm looking for a positive result, I need to put the bigger number first. So if I do 3 minus 2, that's 1. 2 minus 3 is not 1. It's negative 1. So big difference there between addition and subtraction. So I'm going to want to do the bigger number first, 2 1/4. And I'm subtracting from that 1 3/8. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, my estimates. Okay, an estimate that is too small. Well, 0. 0 is too small because the only way I get zeros is this is 2 1/4 minus 2 1/4. An estimate that's too big would be 2 1/4 because I'm subtracting from, so it can't remain the same. An estimate that's just right. Ooh, I mean this is basically 2, and this is like 1 1/2. So we're going to be around a half. We're going to be around a half. That would be my estimate, just right. And I kind of explained that why. Okay, so let's do the work. Right off the bat, I'm not going to just do any ratio tables or anything because I do see fourths and eighths, and I know I can just convert this fourth into eighths pretty easily. So I'm going to make this 2 2/8 minus 1 3/8. Now, I can get myself into trouble pretty quickly if I think about this 2 minus 1 is 1, and then I have 2/8 minus 3/8, and I start freaking out and not knowing what to do, and I just put 1/8. So I've seen that problem a lot, where kids kind of stress out about this. So when you have this fraction over here being greater than this fraction, my recommendation would be to convert these into improper fractions to make your life a little easier. And we do that. There is the one way where there's like a formula, or we could just think about it. So 2, when we talk about the number 2, how many eighths is that? Okay? And how many eighths is 1? So let's think about this for a moment. 8/8 is equal to 1 whole. So if I have 1 whole and 3/8, then that's going to be 8/8 plus 3/8. Right, that's what that equals. This over here, I have 2. If 1 whole is 8/8, 2 is 16/8. Because there's 16/8 in 2 wholes. And then I'm going to be adding 2/8 to it. So this turns into 16/8 plus 2/8, 8/8 plus 3/8. All together now, my new fractions are 18/8 minus 11/8 to give me 7/8. Interesting. My estimate was off. I thought it was going to be around half. It was around 1. I wonder why my estimate was off. I'll have to think about that. 7/8 farther. 7/8 of 1 mile farther. Bye.